Okay, so today we have some spicy drama on YouTube. Coffeezilla versus Logan Paul. So if you don't know who Coffeezilla is, I've been subbed to this guy for like years. I subbed to him at like less than 100K followers, and he's just blown up these last couple of years. Congrats to Coffeezilla. He is exposing these scammers, these scumbags that are just on YouTube scamming children, scamming teenagers, scamming everybody. And before Coffeezilla, there was really nobody going after these people. Um, and the people who did, they were such small channels that they just got flagged down, their videos flagged down, their videos taken down by the fan base because they're in denial. Um, but Coffeezilla, he's really the first anti-YouTube scammer channel that has blown up, and he's made a three-part series on Logan Paul, just exposing him. And if you don't know, Logan Paul was using a crypto scam, so he was promoting various scams. He promoted a scam coin called Dink Doink, which was a coin literally generated out of thin air backed by nothing. And it was a meme coin, and it just completely went to zero immediately because all the founders of the coin who owned all the liquidity of the coin, they just sold it. As soon as people started putting money in, they think, hey, I'm going to get in early. The fans are thinking this. They're thinking, I'm going to get in early. I'm going to put all my money in. And then, years down the line, when it's worth like $1 or so, I'll be able to sell. But, they ended up losing a whole bunch of money because, of course, it just went to zero. So, and he's like, okay, I'm going to ignore it. He ignored it for like a whole 3 weeks. He ignored um, him being exposed because this is not a small video. This is a video with millions of views in a three-part series. So let's watch his response. I have not seen his response, but I know it's going to be some BS because I've been hearing that it was terrible. His response was terrible. Um, but I'm going to try to look at this through objective lenses. So I will go to their Twitter. So this is, I don't know if he deleted that picture or what, but he had a picture of him dressed like Coffeezilla, and I think he deleted it. Yeah, no, it's right here. So he's dressed like Coffeezilla, just saying, "Oh, I don't care that you're exposing me." He's gonna put a freaking coffee and then cap. Oh man, bro, you used two emojis. That debunks everything. That debunks everything. No, no, that's not how it works. You gotta use actual evidence. You gotta explain yourself because this is a huge allegation of you scamming the people who's feeding you. Your fans feed you. They're the reason you're able to get that yacht. They're the reason why you're able to get that big house. They're the reason why you're able to get that fast car. Your fans, the people who put you on, the people who feed you, who buy your merch, who follow you, who make you relevant, and you're going to scam them after they made you rich. So yeah, and then Coffeezilla, he just said, let's see. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in the Twitter. I'm not going to be able to cover all this stuff, but just look at it. It's pretty interesting just watching them expose um Logan Paul. He says that green screen image is like the Save the Kids scam where they used a freaking Save the Kids coin. Of course, backed by nothing, and just again, just went right to zero because all the founders, they just sold off. It's a pump and dump. Hey, we're gonna have this great coin. It's going to be backed by this. Oh man, and they pump up the value, and then the founders of the coin who were promoting it, they just sell it off, and it goes to zero. So finally, we're gonna watch the video.
So in this video, Coffeezilla. I watched her 3-part series called Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam, and like many on this platform, you have successfully used my name for views and money. While your work you
That is always the #1 defense of any big YouTuber that gets exposed by a smaller channel. They will always say, you're just using my name for views. That's their ultimate defense for everything. You just use my name for views, bro. They like, really? That's always the same defense every time. Just because a channel is small doesn't mean what he's saying or what she's saying is not correct. That's nothing. That's not logic. That's not reason. Please do better than this, Logan Paul.
Used to be impartial. Your addiction to clicks has clouded your judgment, and you've made very real.
What has he said that's wrong? He exposes scammers. That's why he has so many views. That's why he has so many subs, because things he's saying is true. He's not making some stupid vlog channel where he just goes into some Japanese forest and films himself acting like an idiot. He's actually making well-made, well-crafted videos, well-researched, mind you. And he's exposing these frauds that scam and rip off their audience. Because if it wasn't for people like Coffeezilla, then, you know, people would just be drying. Nobody would be able to trust anybody. You know, people couldn't even be fans of their favorite YouTubers without fearing getting scammed. Okay, and that's not right. That's not right. There has to be some other skeptical voice out there that actually holds these YouTubers accountable.
Errors with very real repercussions. Coffee, you took a shot at my reputation. So in this video today, I'm going to be defending myself with facts, something that you have gotten in the habit of twisting as you continue to morph from an investigator to a gossip channel. You see, Coffeezilla tried to work with law.
That's not at all. He's always been an investigative channel. Literally, he's been using the same exact formula since he made his channel. Like, literally just go back like 2-3 years and it's the same exact formula in his videos. He hasn't changed it to a gossip channel. That's not correct at all.
Law enforcement in the past, but his work was described as not anchored to truth and often speculative. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, and he's nothing more than...
See, this is just accusations. Like, he's just saying all this stuff, but he's not showing any evidence. Keep that in mind while watching this video.
The Keemstar of crypto and finance. But as opposed to just telling you, I'm going to show you some of the core discrepancies that I caught in Coffeezilla's investigation. Coffee, you interviewed the developer who stole the game code, fled to Switzerland, and held it hostage for $1 million. Well, his name...
That's already been disproven. You never paid anybody. Okay, the developer said he never paid any of the team. He hired like the main developer of his cryptocurrency, said he had hired this whole team that he had paid. He rented out office space, all this stuff, and he was never freaking paid. Logan Paul never paid him. Where's the receipts? If this is true, if you actually paid the team that you hired, where's the receipts? Where's the bank statements? Where's the money that was put in their account? Where's the signatures? Nothing. Now, of course, it is kind of the fault of the development team for not having any sort of written agreement, allowing Logan Paul to just walk off the project without paying anybody. But still, that's just kind of a scummy thing to do. Just not pay anybody. Of course, you're going to have to pay before the developer gives you the freaking code. He's not just going to give you the code before you actually pay him. And you haven't even paid. They all did all that work, all those months, and you just say, no, I'm not going to pay you. I want the code first. And you've already had a track record of not paying and scamming.
Name is Zach Kelling. Surely, as the internet detective that you proclaim to be, you would know that he spent time in prison for multiple felonies, one for aggravated robbery, armed robbery at a liquor store, and the other for, surprise, obstructing the legal process. I can see why you kept him anonymous.
Who will be calling Z here.
I guess among many things, it doesn't surprise me that he lied about having...
then why did you start a crypto project with him? If you knew this ahead of time, why would you hire him? Maybe it's because he's just as scummy as you. You know he's not gonna try to be squeaky clean and rat you out on your little crypto scheme. Oh, you want somebody just as dirty as you. You could have hired one of the millions of actual non-criminal crypto crypto developers, but you went out of your way. You are literally a celebrity, and you had all the time in the world. You have so many options. You have pretty much endless amounts of money, but you decide to hire this scumbag. Makes no sense.
30 engineers and a $50,000 a week burn rate.
On my end, I have 30 engineers. I'm burning $50,000 a week.
Which, side note, is how this delusionist landed on the $1 million code ransom.
Delusionist isn't a word, okay? That's not a word. Delusionist. I don't think that's a word. I literally don't think that's a word. I've never heard that.
But it turns out he only had 3 engineers. Wouldn't someone with journalistic integrity know their credible source had not only an agenda, but a fondness for orange jumpsuits? Or did you just hear what you wanted to hear and moved on? Because even if you're lying to yourself, Steven, you still have to believe it. And I know what you're thinking. What type of idiot would work with an unsavory individual like Zach Kelling? I guess that's what I get for trusting the team that I relied on to vet and manage Eddie's hiring process.
Why would you not? You are the founder and leader and inventor and overall just the person in charge of this crypto project, and you're just like, oh, I didn't know anything. I didn't know it was a scam. I didn't know the people who I was working with were crooks. Literally, they have the text messages of you just plotting to scam your audience. Even if the guys you were working with were scumbags, you were in charge. You were literally leading the charge. Like, yeah, let's scam these people. Yeah, let's scam my audience. We're gonna make so much money.
Who has turned out to be a professional con man that I have since learned fooled billionaires, the Mormon Church, the owner of the New York Yankees, and now me. And surely you knew Emilio, the gentleman who supposedly let his child invest in a cryptocurrency, was allegedly responsible for 2 rug pulls before you interviewed him. So either you missed that or you knew it and failed to let the public know.
Now let's see. Saying Olympic token, baller fantasy. So let's read these texts. I'm talking to a huge altcoin platform to directly buy from the app card. Your Olympic tokens, but we have to go first. All the market player in this lineup. Trust me, the process. This is not your usual pump and dump. Fill up your own bags. Now that we are 4 to 5 hours away to start the big Telegram campaign. Good stuff. Not just talk. He's saying I love. He is literally leading the charge. Those are his text messages. It just is a coincidence that all these people he's around are scammers. And, if this guy is a pump and dump schemer, it's not really Coffeezilla's fault, because he's just interviewing people who had a stake in Logan Paul's coin. And that guy had a stake in his coin, and that's what he's saying. It's not Coffeezilla's fault. Okay? That's Logan Paul's fault for making a crappy coin, not vetting the people who's developing that coin. Really, it's not a coin. It's just a piece of code on a computer that anybody could make. Hey, I'm going to make my own cryptocurrency. Literally anybody can make a cryptocurrency. Literally anybody. Just type up some code on your computer. Oh, snap. Type up some code on your computer screen, and you will have a cryptocurrency, which is just nothing. Stop promoting crypto. Stop buying into crypto. It's a huge Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a pump and dump. It's literally every scheme in the book. Buy actual real assets, because while we're all chasing crypto, the people who actually do have the power, they are buying land, they are buying gold, they are buying diamonds, they are buying industry, they are buying reserves of oil, they are buying everything pretty much. Oh man, crypto, like it's just a scam. It just seems like the scammer's paradise, untraced. It is on the blockchain, but really, what does that do? That doesn't do anything. You can't sue somebody for stealing your crypto wallet because there's no proof. No proof. I've never bought crypto in my life. I've known about crypto for the last since I was like since 2012. So if I would have put in like $10 into crypto when I was like 14 in 2000. Yeah, I was 14 in 2012. I would have been a millionaire. But I don't believe in it. I don't care. Because it's a scam. I knew it was a scam then, and it's a scam now. It's literally a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme.
Who supposedly let his child invest in a cryptocurrency was allegedly responsible for 2 rug pulls before you interviewed him. So either you missed that or you knew it and failed to let the public know. Why? Because it was a clear...
Why didn't you let the public know? Why didn't you let the public know that all the people putting these, you're literally, you know more about this guy than anybody. So how come you didn't let the public know that he was going to pump and dump your coin, potentially? That there's this guy with a huge stake in your coin because he's a buyer. How come you didn't let this guy know? You're texting him, you're talking to this, you know this guy more than Coffeezilla. So how come you didn't let the public know? I wonder why.
Clear sign that he was also untrustworthy. You seemed pretty excited when the guy told you that he couldn't hatch the eggs.
Wait, you can't even hatch?
No, I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
You're kidding! You can't hatch?
You're kidding. You can't hatch?
You can't hatch?
Yeah, 1 second of research would prove that to be false, as you can definitely hatch eggs and even breed your animals.
Click on that. Oh, we got a duck.
It's literally a picture. It's literally a picture. So what does that mean? Hatching. Does it mean clicking on an image and just showing a picture? This whole NFT crypto, it's a scam, bro. And people don't even know it. People who are illiterate in computer technology, they think this is the next big step up. You got AI that can just generate millions of images a second, and you guys are hyped throwing your money at pictures when pictures are just going to be free. You can generate millions of images with an AI. You got it. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a scam. Regardless if it hatches, it's still a scam. It's a pump and dump. It's just, you're creating nothing out of thin air. You're hyping it up and then you're planning to sell off. You have the chance of just planning and scheming, and you know this is going to be garbage, and you're just spamming it to your audience, and then you just don't talk about it for a year. You just forget about it because you already sold off everything on your garbage crap coin.
And as you pointed out in your fine print, cross-hatching was available on ETH at one point, but you perpetuated the opposite as truth with your chest out.
Basically, nothing worked.
And by the way, Guy, almost all NFTs are just pictures.
I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
And surely a real internet detective would not break criminal and civil laws in trying to get information.
Yeah, they're pictures that you stole. Those are not your pictures. You just took a picture off of a freaking website and you just said, oh, this is an NFT, this is what's it called, crypto egg or crypto zoo or something, and you literally marketed as a huge project. You said it was going to be hand drawn. You got a whole team of artists. You're a liar. You're a scammer. You're a scammer. You scammer.
The picture.
And surely a real internet detective would not break criminal and civil laws in trying to get information.
And this is what pisses me off. He's speaking from a position of authority, like, oh, everything Coffeezilla said was wrong, like he's just defaming him, like nothing he says has any legal backing. He's like saying it like he's going to sue Coffeezilla just for speaking out, just for doing investigative journalism. He's a criminal. If you're just going to threaten to sue, you have no respect from me ever, because you're just not only like, this is the whole thing about defamation. Somebody defames you, then the person they have to defame the other person. It's just, oh, people saying, oh, you're a liar, you're a scammer, you're a liar, you're a liar, and it's just back and forth, liar, scammer, and it's like, just get to the truth. All this legal stuff, it's just hiding and clouding the truth. The actual scammers, they say, oh man, I'm gonna sue you, I'm gonna sue you, I'm gonna sue you. And meanwhile, the scammer gets off scot-free with the money. He's just able to do pump and dump after pump and dump after pump and dump. And he's using fear to make people afraid to speak out. Because he has the resources, because he stole all the resources from people. Not stealing, I should say. Allegedly stole all the resources from other people, from scamming, from hyping up. He literally false advertised this coin, saying it's hand drawn, when really that's not the case. Somebody could sue you for that alone. Hey, I put in money into this and I thought it would be hand drawn, but it's not. There you go.
Recording of Jeff's phone call without his permission, and then more like an internet criminal, post it online.
And it was interesting. It was like, this is wild.
Now, although you didn't
So this is war, people who are subscribed to Coffeezilla. We have to defend this man at all costs. We have to save this man at all costs, because we know where this goes. He is saying Coffeezilla is a criminal. He is saying Coffeezilla is a criminal. That is an accusation. That is a severe accusation. This is internet war, bro. It's us against Logan Paul. He wants to destroy this man. He is going to put the full force of all his resources into taking Coffeezilla out. Legally, financially, whatever. It's not going to look good, because Coffeezilla, he's just a normal guy. He's not living in this huge mansion. He doesn't have all this money that he used to make videos of him just being a douchebag and living in some sort of mansion in Hollywood. Coffeezilla is just a guy that sits in the computer and just investigates. Just investigates. And he's going to take him out.
verify any backgrounds, substantiate any evidence, took multiple criminals' words as truth, and broke laws, you still publish the defamation. However, unlike you, the blockchain doesn't lie. So let's highlight some things that you did point out. Crypto King Jake stole $6 million. True or not, we had already removed him from the team when we realized he was a bad actor and his motives were purely financial. Conman Eddie, lead developer.
This still doesn't explain why you wrote out the rules of when you were going to pump and dump. You said no pumping and dumping before this date. You can't dump all your coins before X. Okay, that's what he said. And Crypto King broke the rules, and the rules were written by a scammer.
First stole 1.7 million. True or not, when we learned he was a bad actor as well, he was a
You're the bad actor. You're the bad actor. Okay, there's no honor among thieves. Okay, just because a thief betrayed you doesn't make you any less of a thief.
immediately removed from the team. While myself and Jeff sold nothing and made nothing as verified through investigation and the blockchain.
Jeff.
He literally said you didn't sell. He literally said you didn't sell because, as according to the rules, you said don't sell all your coins before this date. And who knows? Maybe you're just like, okay, I don't want it to be too obvious. Maybe I should back off. But you still had those intentions. You still had those intentions. That's like saying you're going to break into somebody's house. And you end up breaking into the person's house. But you don't end up taking anything because, oh, you had a change of heart or you don't want to go to jail. You still broke in that person's house.
Logan's manager, to my knowledge, never sold. Neither did Logan Paul.
I repeat, Jeff and I made no money and will never make any money on CryptoZoo. In fact, we only lost money trying to pick up the pieces. As has been the case with dozens of crypto and NFT projects, the space is unfortunately ripe for bad actors to infiltrate projects that start with even the best intentions. Jake the Snake is no longer affiliated with CryptoZoo, and we hope the money he reappropriated was worth ruining his reputation. Con man Eddie is being investigated by a higher authority that I cannot speak on. As you can imagine, I was not cleared from legal to discuss much of this, including the legal process being undertaken and the criminal investigations going on during the fallout, but I do appreciate you calling out that rats under my nose stole the game.
This is such a corny effect. This is such a corny
code.
Like, why do YouTubers always use the same effects in their videos, bro? Like, he just made his head big.
Fallout, but I
Look at this. This is the most overused effect in YouTube. Oh, I made your head big, so that means what I'm saying is right. Oh, pay no attention to the BS I'm saying. Look at the funny head. Oh, you can't ever take him seriously. He's a clown. Look, I made his head big. Like, it's just so childish. This guy's older than me. This guy's probably older than Coffee's. Isn't he like 28? 20, 26, 27? Late 20s? Really? Really?
I do appreciate you calling out that rats under my nose stole the game code, millions of dollars, and left Jeff and I abandoned with.
How come you didn't say that? You had a year to say that. A year. You did not say anything to your fans who were still holding on to the coin, mind you. And you didn't say anything. People were literally waiting. They're saying, "Oh, okay, maybe it's still being developed. Maybe there's some rough edges he's working on." Because he didn't say anything. He literally didn't say it was a scam. He didn't say it was a failure. People are still holding on. His fans. He's a scumbag. Period. He's a scumbag. I can't trust a guy like this that just withholds information for a whole year. And he's promoting this project. He has no pride. And he promoted a coin called Dink Doink. Let's talk about that. That garbage coin you promoted. And then you just forgot. I can't trust this guy. He's a liar.
No team and not.
I can't even listen to this scumbag anymore. That's the end of the video. Yeah, save Coffeezilla from this guy with 23 million subscribers. I will unsubscribe from him right now. I hope more do the same. This guy's, he's just lying. He's just lying. He's covering his tracks. Why can't you just admit that you were trying to scam your audience and you apologize? That will probably be better than just using this whole narcissistic angle, trying to manipulate your audience. And, you know, I'm starting to think this guy is a sociopath or something, because the way he just nonchalantly lies to his audience, that's very telling what this guy's about. Is he about his, and I'm not sure about the other Paul brother. I don't know anything. He's a boxer or whatever. But this guy, he's sketchy, man. He's sketchy. He's sketchy. He's sketchy. Promoting NFT scams, promoting crypto scams, then just pumping and dumping it, then just leaving his whole audience just hung dry. I don't trust him.